1 second. Okay. I think I'm okay now. What's up, guys? This is Mxyzptlk Henderson, and this is Supergirl, Season 2, Episode 13, Mr. and Mrs. Fuck you, I'm not gonna say their name because it's stupid. So, let's talk about this stupid damn episode. So yeah, this is the Valentine's Day episode, a week after Valentine's Day, because that makes a whole lot of... excuse me. That makes a lot of sense, right? Right? Have an episode about Valentine's Day the week after Valentine's Day? Yeah. You know, it works so well, right? But to be honest, you couldn't really tell that it was a Valentine's Day episode, despite the fact that Valentine's Day was in the episode, because frankly, it didn't feel any different than any other episode. It was all about the relationships. Yeah. So, let's just talk about it. So, first of all, we've got, half of this episode dedicated to apparently Maggie doesn't like Valentine's Day because when she was little and she wanted to celebrate Valentine's Day with another girl, and then the girl gave the card that she gave her to her parents, and then that's when she was outed as being gay, and so she doesn't like Valentine's Day. That's almost half of this episode is Alex and Maggie and their whole Valentine's Day dilemma. Why do Alex and Maggie get just as much focus as Supergirl? I'll tell you why. Because they're gay. That's exactly why. And despite my beliefs, honestly, it has nothing to do with that. It's the fact that they're throwing it so much in our faces that it's almost like you might as well just change the title of the show from Supergirl to Social Justice Warrior. Because that's how much the show is like just wanting to give every single gay person out there, oh, guys, it's okay, look, we support you. We made one of our main characters gay, and now she's in a relationship, and we're going to show you this week after week after week, and we're going to make it a huge deal, and it's the biggest part of the episode, because that's what I want to watch when I want to watch Supergirl. I didn't hit my head hard enough, or as many times as I should have, because I'm still pissed off. But seriously, I mean, just lay off of it. It's not even the homosexual part of it. It's just the fact that you're focusing so much on this relationship when it's not even about the main character. It's one of the side characters. Yes, it's her sister, but it's one of the side characters, and you're giving it so much attention. It doesn't deserve this much attention. It already got so much in the first half of the season. Why are we still talking about it? Why is it still half of the biggest deal on this show? And then on top of that, out of nowhere, Wynn meets this random alien chick that saves his life at the bar, and they hit it off instantly, and now they're together. Why? Because Wynn needs somebody too. Because relationships, we need more. We need more relationships. John and his woman aren't enough. Maggie and Alex aren't enough. Kara and Mon-El aren't enough. I'm sure Jimmy's got somebody on the side. No, now we need Wynn to have somebody too, because we need another relationship, guys. We gotta ship characters. Go, ship them with other people, because that's all this show cares about. And then, on top of all of this, we have the dumbest ass plot in the entire world. It's really surprising how much this plot ripped off other plots. You've got ripping off the genie from Aladdin. Not only ripping off the genie, also taking lines directly from it. I can show you the world. Seriously? Like, Disney, please sue something for once. Like, this is the one time I want Disney to be overly, like, suing people on this show. Because this is disrespectful. Not only are you making references to Aladdin, but this main guy is pretty much trying to be Robin Williams' genie from Aladdin and doing a piss poor job of it. Like, he's all hyperactive. He's all, oh, let's make jokes. Let's make modern jokes. Let's make all these random jokes that just, oh, the people, wink wink, outside the show will get it. I mean, seriously? Are you trying to get sued? Are you trying to rip off one of the best things from Disney ever? Like, that pissed me off more than anything. Just the fact that this was pretty much them ripping off Aladdin, ripping off Robin Williams' performance as the genie. It pissed me off. It's disrespectful is what it is. And then on top of that, it's pretty much a fairy tale. That you gotta say his name backwards. Isn't Rumpelstiltskin, or you're supposed to say his name like three, or make him say his name 3 times or something like that for him to disappear? Same thing. He has to say his name backwards for him to disappear. And then on top of that, the biggest loophole that I've ever seen in any fairy tale ever, she gets him to type his name. Oh, on some worlds, writing your name is the same thing as saying it. Yeah, absolutely. You didn't know this? You didn't know that writing was the same thing as speaking? You didn't know that using your hand muscles is the same thing as using your vocal cords? You should take a better anatomy class, my friend, because clearly you don't know anything about the human body if you think that writing isn't the same thing as speaking. I mean, come on. It's the same thing. I need some more. I promise that's the last time I'll move you. Oh, all around. I mean, I knew I was getting myself into pain. I knew going into this episode, it was gonna be stupid. It was gonna be dumb. It was gonna be probably the worst episode this season. I was not wrong. What I did not expect was the Disney tie-in, the ripping off Aladdin, ripping off the genie, ripping off Rumpelstiltskin, or whatever story that is. All of these little just things thrown in there that just completely pointless. Why tie it into Aladdin? Why try to make him seem like the genie from Aladdin? Why try to make him do a live action performance like Robin Williams? It was awful. It was terrible. Like, honestly, I need to look up who this guy is because, frankly, I don't get it. I don't understand why they thought, oh yeah, this is a good idea. Peter Gadio? Who is this guy? I don't know. He was awful. I'm sorry. He was terrible. He was extremely unlikable. Not just the character. I'm talking about the actor too. Like, just the way he portrayed it. He was extremely unlikable. It's one thing to have one of these types of characters on like a kid's show. Like one of those Disney Channel shows. If you have a guy that comes in and he's all like super confident, like, oh yeah, this girl's gonna love me. And this is an adult show. This is a show for adults. And you're treating it like a kid's show. In fact, really looking at it, it almost is a kid's show at this point. The way that they treat everything, all happy-go-lucky, no serious emotion in it at all, it's really kind of sad. Like, you compare it to the other CW shows, those shows are more mature. Even The Flash, which is happier than Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow, they're a bit happier, but they still treat it maturely. They treat their viewers like adults. I don't understand why this show continues to make these stupid decisions. I'm trying to think if there's anything else stupid, because honestly, I could talk about a lot of stuff. I could go on and on and on about this episode, talk about how dumb it was. Oh, making me think that Superman was going to be back. As soon as this thing started attacking the city, I thought something was weird, because it's supposed to be gone, the parasite or whatever it's called. It was attacking the city. Supergirl shows up, Mon-El shows up to fight it, and then all of a sudden in comes what looks like Superman, and then it turns around and I'm like, oh, it's Mr. What's his name? I'm just like, really? You're going to make me think for a second, ooh, maybe Superman's coming back, and then just, nope. It really, really stupid there. I think the main thing is just way too much time devoted to relationship stuff in this episode, and I think that's kind of obvious. The fact that it's a Valentine's Day episode, of course they have a lot. devoted to relationship stuff. But the funny thing about it is, there was so much devoted to side stories, devoted to relationship building, devoted to, you know, all of the other stuff going on aside from the main plot of this story, that it made the episode feel longer than it was. Because most of the time they have the side story at first, then we go into a bit of the plot, side story stuff, plot, side story stuff, plot. There were so many side stories going on that they kept cutting to, that I'm watching it thinking, okay, so we had a bit of the plot, and we went back to the side story, and then not plot, and then the side story. I'm like, okay, so there's probably like, what, maybe 10, 15 minutes left? I looked, there was still 25 minutes left in the episode. Like, it stretched it out so much longer. It made it feel so much longer because they just kept talking, and kept talking, and kept talking, and kept talking, and talking, and talking, and talking, and it wouldn't shut up. It would not shut up about the stupid relationship stuff. Hey. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, most of the people that have been watching my show or my reviews, they know how I feel about this. And I mean, some of you have commented and said how stupid it is, and I agree, it's really stupid. So let me just advise you, if you do watch my reviews and you hate Supergirl as much as I do, let me suggest watching Legion on FX, because I talked about this in my last review of it, and I'm going to say it again. The way that they're handling the relationship for the main character in that show, which is the only relationship that they're really talking about right now, first of all, it's so much better than any relationship in Supergirl in these first 2 seasons, and it's only 2 episodes in. Hello, that should tell you something. But it's just a much better overall superhero show. And the funny thing is, it doesn't even really feel like a superhero show at times. It feels kind of like a thriller slash horror slash kind of superhero stuff. It's a much, much better show. That or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You know, obviously, if you watch Supergirl, you probably watch the other CW shows as well, so I don't have to recommend any of those. But if you don't watch Legion or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I strongly recommend those 2 shows, because they're so, so much better in how they handle everything, from characters to story to relationships. All of it is so much better than anything that this show has even come close to in these first 2 seasons. So that's kind of the takeaway from all of this, is that this show has pretty much lost it. You know, I'll probably still watch it just to see where it's going, just to see what Supergirl's story is going to end up at, just to see where or how she's going to tie in, I guess, to the other CW shows. But honestly, I've given up caring. I've honestly given up caring about anything Supergirl related, because it has become just we're going to ship these characters, we're going to put characters together, we're going to create relationships, and we're going to make sure we push forward and, you know, talk about equality and talk about all this stuff so all the liberals like us, and we're going to make sure that, you know, we're preachy, and it's really dumb. It's lost me, it's lost my interest, what little interest I had, and yeah, I'm pretty much done caring about the show. So from now on, the reviews will probably be a lot less interesting. They'll probably be, you know, obviously this one, I slam my head a lot. Probably won't be happening as much because I'm going to go in knowing that it's stupid, and I'll probably just talk about why certain things don't work. But for the most part, I mean, yeah, my reviews are going to become a lot less invested from now on. It's going to be mainly me just talking about the story, talking about what does and doesn't work from time to time. But the stupid stuff, I don't feel like I need to talk about it anymore from now on. I feel like we know what's stupid, we know why things don't work, we know why they keep making the same decisions and the same stupid decisions. Clearly they don't know what they're doing. So there's no point in trying to fix it and trying to talk about it. It's just it's pointless. It really is, because nobody seems to really be noticing this. Nobody seems to be talking about the fact that Supergirl sucks right now. I don't hear that anywhere. I don't hear that Supergirl's a terrible show. Obviously, the people that comment on my videos most of the time agree, but nobody's talking about how dumb it is. And that's sad. It's sad that this show, which is on a channel that has 3 other good superhero shows, can't seem to get a superhero show right. You know, even I guess they kept the same writers, but that's the only explanation I can think of, because there's no other reason why this show should suck as bad as it does. But anyway, I digress. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. What did you dislike about this episode? Not what. There's nothing to like about this episode. Let me know. We can talk about and discuss all that good stuff. Leave a like and subscribe for future Supergirl reviews, and I'll see you at the next one. Peace out.